let's start with our classwork number 4. It's a living room partition. These are usually a discrete way to create a privacy. Okay, so the first one here we have a uh, 2 meters semi X, which we will be uniform with that. We have 2.7 and Y, same pa din po, uniform tayo. But when it comes to the overall design, I encourage you to do your own. Okay, there are a lot of wonderful and interesting ideas that you can have for this project. But what I did with mine is that I took the point 50 here on the left side and have created shelves. And then on the right side, I have the metal cutouts that will serve as sort of parang ornamental na rin siya. So the design won't be that boring. Okay? And there is fluidity within the given design. Okay? And then the other one, ito naman po siya. I have here a little minimalistic as compared to the first one. So same pa rin, X is 2, Y is 2.7. Okay? So nakalimit lang po tayo both on X and Y. But when it comes to design, of course, you don't have to necessarily copy what's mine. Okay? So again, the intention of this one is to provide a living room partition. Okay? So I have here an abstract form of a phoenix. Okay? Tapos dito naman, I have a dry wall. Okay? Well, hindi na CHP wall, dry wall na lang. Then, we're going to cut the phoenix out. Okay? So let's go with cut file. There you go. So, ito yung shells na sinasabi ko earlier, and these are also the cutouts. So, these are actually botanical mandalas and sort of para may pagka-Moorish or Islamic yung dating nila. So, let's try doing this one because some of you forgot on how to do this. So, I have somehow around 25 centimeters, or that's around 10 inches. So, let's create first a circle that will serve as a reference. So let's see, enter, specify center point. I'll just pick somewhere here. That's 0.125 for the radius. Radius is from the center to the quadrant since we have a diameter of 25 or 1 or 0.25. Okay? So to press center. Ito yon. Zoom in lang po ako. I'll enter. Just have to pick from the center. Make sure OSNAP is on. You pick the center. You pick a quadrant. Okay, and then enter. And I have a circle on the center. So let's try. See, enter. Be picking from here. Click. And I'll just be picking another one to assume the radius. Yeah, click. And let's zoom in. And this time I will be using arc. Enter. I'll just hover my cursor papunta dito. My ortho or my object snap tracking is on. So I'll just hover somewhere here. And I have to turn off ortho. Kasi mas magandang i-modify or gumawa ng arc if ortho is off. Anyway, I just pick my point 1. This is point 2 and point 3. And A, enter. Just pick 1, 2, and pwede lumagpas. Okay? Because we can always make the necessary or what type of modifications that you wanted with this. So I'm good with that. I'll just have to trim this. And I just have to move this one. I'll be using it later. And let's do mirror. MI, select 1 and 2. Enter. We pick your first mirror line. First point, 1, and second point. Click, enter. Okay? So that is to create a reverse copy. Okay, now I have these 4 arc segments, but preferably if you want to make a cutout in 3D, you have to extrude a closed 2D object. Okay? So this is not a closed 2D object. So ang solution natin dyan is boundary. Shortcut is BO, then press enter. You click this pick points button here, click, and you click inside. Make sure all of the snaps have snapped together or walang bukas na part ng object. Okay? So press enter. There you go. So buo na siya, single entity. And now we're good to array. That's AR enter. Select this, enter. Specify array type. That's polar. Click You click on the center, and there you go. I need 8, so you click this, 8, enter, and click close array. Okay? Once you're done with this, as you can see, pag sinelect ko, since 8 enter went array, isang buong object siya. So, yung chances, baka hindi siya ma-extrude. So, might as well, we have to explode, X, enter, select object, let's select this, enter. So, there you go. Okay? They're converted into individual closed entity object. Okay? We're good with that. Now, let's move this one back at the center. There you go. Let's rotate it, RO, select, enter. I'll be picking from here. Okay? I'll just make an assumption. Yan. Gigitna ko lang siya dun. I will be using it for the bigger part of the mandala. Okay? So, click. Make sure ortho is off. Kasi pag naka-on si ortho, hindi mo siya maano sa gitna. Nakalimit lang tayo ng 90. So, I'll be turning ortho off. And I'm clueless kung ilang degree yon. I don't think if it's 22, 23, but I'll just be making assumption like this. So, I'm good with that. Click A, enter. So, this is 1, 2, 3. A, enter. 1, 2, and 3. Okay, you can make the necessary modification for this. Something like that, probably. Okay. And then we're good to mirror MI. Select. Sorry, I just have to make it a little curvier. There you go. So that's MI. Select 1 and 2. Enter. Specify first point. I'll be picking from endpoint here. Hanggang dun sa taas. Click. Enter. E-enter. Select this, enter. So pag okay na yan, pwede na natin siyang i-boundary. PO, enter. Click pick points option. And pick sa gitna. There you go. Ito na siya. Kasi you cannot extrude something like this. Ma-extrude mo siya. The problem is that you cannot cut it out from a given volume. So that's why I have created a single entity close object. Yun nga dito. Now we're good. That's another array. Select objects. Select, enter. Enter array type, folder. Base point or center point, we just pick from here. Let's make this one. Naka-default siyang 6. We'll make it 8. Enter. Okay. So I'm good with that. And then close array. X, enter. We have to explode this one. Select, enter. Can now delete the circle. So ito sila. Okay, not so really identical with that, but the process is the same. And I don't just limit you to this botanical mandala. There are a lot of cutouts that can be possibly done. This is just an example. Okay. Now, you can just simply copy these things. Okay, kayo nang bahala mag-space. If you want it bigger, pwede. And what I have did with this one is I did a alternating pattern. Okay, so if you want them to be aligned, okay, horizontally and vertically, therefore parang you are creating a grid, you can do so. Okay, now once we're good with this, lipat tayo sa 3D niya natin. Ito na, pwede na tayong mag-extrude, nakakasana yung mga objects. We'll start first with the shells, okay? Now, this one is hindi siya buo. So, I need something buo. Okay, so I'll be typing 3P. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5, or just simply click close. Para yung last point at saka yung first point, mag-meet sila. Okay, we'll have that object. We're good to extrude, EXT, enter. Let's type 0.4. Okay, pwede nyo nipisin yun. Pwede rin mas makapal lang konti. Now, I already have this box. And let's extrude this once. Yung 4 na to. Okay. I'm good with that. Press enter. Pwede ako mag 0.4. But I have a backboard dito sa likod na to, which is 1 inch. So, from 0.4 na thickness nito kanina, magbabawas ako ng 1 inch, which is equivalent to 0.375. Okay? So, enter. Pumunta siya dito sa harap. Let's move. 1, 2, 3, and 4. Enter. I'll just be picking from here and here. So, may backboard yan. Let's type negative V. Enter. T for top. Okay, ito yung backboard na sinasabi ko. That's why itong mga to, nilagay lang natin sila sa 0.375. Ito 0.4 because I have a 1 inch thick backboard for my shells. Okay? Hope you get it. Balik tayo sa southwest. The volumes are good. So we need to subtract this 4. If we're going to look at realistic, hindi natin sila nakikita. Kasi bakit? Nag-interfere po sila. So, kumbaga, there are volumes within a volume. So, what we're going to do is to, balik ako ng 2D, gamitan natin ng SU for subtract. So, select object. Anong object yung babawasan? We have the bigger box. Enter. Select objects. Ano daw yung object na ibabawas mo? So, let us select this smaller boxes here that will serve as volume to be taken out. So, once they are all selected, just press enter. Okay? Let's check. Realistic. There you go. Butas na siya. 3DO. Yan. May backboard tayo. Although, pwedeng 0.4 yun if you want it na tagus-tagusan siya. Which is meron naman mga ganun. Okay? So, I'll undo para ma-restore yung view. Dito na tayo. I will be using a 2x4 inches tubular frame for this. Okay? Just change my color. Fuchsia. Just orange. Okay? 3P. Enter. Picking 1, 2, 3, 4, and C to close. Para mag-meet yung first and last one. Burahin ko na po ito. Mga objects na kulay green or those objects na sabi ko nga walang ambag. Okay? Kasi there are times na hindi nasa-select yung dapat ma-select because of those unnecessary objects. Anyway, I already have the path. Yan, yung 3P kanina. Next, I will be doing the profile for our metal frame. So that's at 0.1, 0.05. Enter. So, ito siya. Okay? What I'm going to do is to move that. I'm moving this one here from midpoint. Dun sa midpoint dito. Okay? Bakit nyo po siya minove? Because it's more practical for the profile and for the path to be of the same objects na para maging possible po yung operation. May chances kasi na mag-error siya or maka-cancel yung sweep command kasi walang common object snap or walang common midpoint or endpoint. So, I better suggest you that. Okay? Anyway, we're good to sweep. That's SWEEP. Enter. Select object or the profile. Ito po yun. Select. Then press enter. Select sweep path. Ito po yung path natin earlier. Yan. Click. There you go. That's our path. We can move this one sa gitna. Yan. Okay. So, doon na tayo sa mismong metal sheet na lalagyan natin ng cutout. You can also change the color. Something blue. Okay, that's another 3P. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, and C to close. Ito yung metal sheet natin. Murahin ko lang itong mga ibang objects. Okay. So, ito na siya. Yan. Okay? So, what we're going to do now, the metal sheet and together with the mandalas, simultaneous po natin silang i-extrude. Okay? So, EXT, enter. I'll be picking or I'll be selecting this one and I'll be picking from here down there. So, all of the mandalas are selected. Hindi ko po pala siya tinrim dito. Okay? Pagdating sa 3D, hindi ko siya tinrim kasi dito sa 2D, nakatrim siya. Pero sa 3D, buo ko po siya nilagay. Okay? So, EXT. So, sorry, EXT, select the 3P and select your mandalas. Ulitin ko, you're not limited to this style. Okay, you can have Arabic patterns, you can have Moorish patterns, you can have patterns from local fabrics in the Philippines. Okay, so these are just examples. And we work good, all of the things are selected. So you just have to press enter. And we'll be using 1/4 inch thick for that metal plate. So that is 0.00625. Enter. Let's wait a little. Very good. So Control S to quick save. Let's zoom in. So ayan po. Kasi you can only subtract a volume within a volume if may interference or pumasok yung volume sa isang volume. Kasi kung hindi siya pumasok or hindi siya nag-interfere, there will be no possible subtract operation. Okay? Anyway, that's SU. Enter. Select object. Anong object yung babawasan mo? So, ito po yun, yung plate natin or sheet natin. Then, press enter. You are prompted to select objects again. So, anong object yung ibabawas natin? So, we pick from here, down here. Okay, until everything that should be subtracted is selected. Okay, pwede nyo ulit-ulitin. Minsan kasi meron mga naiiwan sa selection. Okay, anyway, we're good. Just have to press enter. And this is now our magnificent metal sheet cutouts. Okay, very nice, very pretty, and very feminine. Okay, kasi there are some interiors that are too rigid. So adding curves will make some fluid design, therefore reducing the rigidity. Okay, but I prefer, I don't know, linears, minimalist. Anyway, going to type VS to enter. That's also equivalent to selecting your visual style here. So that's the command line option. Anyway, I'll be moving this one here papunta dito. Okay, so M, select this, enter, click on the midpoint to the midpoint. Click. There you go. So, meron kayong makikita. Yan. Yan po yung mga arcs na hindi nabura ni ma'am. Okay? So, hindi rin po sila nasama dun sa boundary. So, that will happen if you did not convert things to boundary. Okay? You cannot have this surface object sila. Hindi sila solid. Pag yung isang closed area, ginawan mo ng boundary and extrude mo, solid object siya. These are not solid objects. They are just given a height out of 2D objects, such as, for example, yan nga, yung arc. So, I'm just deleting these things na walang ambag sa design natin. Okay, very good. Malinis na siya. So, let's go to realistic. Of course, you have to do quick save. Roll of the thumb. Do a quick save at least every 5 commands. Okay. Anyway, let's launch the Autocad materials palette. That's MAT, enter. Selecting this one. Hanapin natin. Pwede kayong maghanap dito, but all of the materials that you have previously used, available din po sila dito. Okay. So, boards. Okay na ba ako doon? Parang hindi ko feel. This one probably. No. Let's see. Default wood. I'm good with that. Select this. I know I have this flake satin. Okay, even this one. Select and flake satin. Okay. So close this and we're good. Okay, very pretty. Okay, I'll say one to that. Next one will be the Phoenix. I was really looking for a good cutout, a very interesting design for the cutout, but I don't know what to search. But then again, this has been on my feed, an abstract Phoenix, so credit po doon sa may-ari, copyright. But if you want, you can also make a sketch of your own and then picturean ninyo. Tapos pwede nyo siyang gamitin. Now, how to do that? Of course, there's an easy way. You might think that's kind of hard, but we have here in 2D. Burahin ko lang to. Yan. So, how to do that in 2D? Dali lang. Okay, let's close this. Let's type ER for external reference. I'll be attaching a JPEG file. Okay, you have this arrow here. You have several options on which file type that you can attach within an AutoCAD file. But there again, this time we're going to use attach image option. Hanapin natin yung file or folder kung saan nakasave si Phoenix. Okay, where is it? Nandito siya. It's the same folder kung saan nakasave yung CAD file ko, which is the host file. Make sure they are of the same folder na nakasave. Anyway, ito siya. Select, click open, click OK, and then we just be picking from here and a little up there. You can also do screenshots. Okay, so there you go. You're selecting this one, right click, and meron siyang draw order. I'll just be sending it to back para nakikita ko hanggang saan lang siya nandun. Okay, you can always select it anytime. You can click the grip and make it a little larger. Yan. So, tinatansya ko siya. Ayoko kasi siya lumagpas. There you go. Okay, perfect. Now, I can select this one. While the image is selected, you have the option to increase the brightness, the contrast, fade. Okay, so dito tayo sa fade. There you go. And escape. Okay, pag in-escape mo, mawawala na siya. You just have to select it back again, and you can have it. Anyway, we're good. So, let's start with it. Sort of parang iti-trace natin siya. So, it's a digital pambabakat. Okay? So, A, enter. I'll be picking 1, 2, and 3. A, enter. 1, 2, and 3. A, enter. Make sure you snap on the endpoint. That's 1, 2, and 3. So, ayan siya. Make sure na walang part na nag-intersect. Make sure everything is close or snap on each endpoint. Okay? Kasi lalagyan natin siya ng boundary. Kasi if hindi siya boundary, hindi natin siya ma-extrude na maayos. Hindi natin siya masasubtract. Walang cutout. Okay? So, A, enter. This is 1, 2, 3. A, enter. 1, 2, and 3. A, enter. 1, 2, 3. And A, enter. 1, 2, and 3. So, ayan siya. You can always press your middle mouse para makikita nyo kung ano yung nakikreate nyo. I actually have done so much of this. Usually, mga manga characters yung tinitrace ko. It's very relaxing. Anyway, let's continue. A, enter. 1, 2, 3. A, enter. 1, 2, and 3. A, enter. 1, 2, and 3. A, enter. 1, 2, 3. There you go. I hope you get the concept until such time na matapos yung Phoenix natin. Pag na-trace nyo na lahat, and please do not copy to exactly. Okay? So, for example, nakikita nyo to. Okay? So, hindi ko naman exactly sinunod yung pagkaka-art niya, but you can adjust this. Okay? There you go. Pwede naman. But if it's giving you hard time, you opt for the one that is less complicated. Okay? Huwag niyong pahirapan. Just want you to get the concept that it's better to have your models done first in 2D or actually sketch nyo muna if you have some ideas. Anyway, andyan na sila. So, what's the next thing to do? Say, for example, natapos na natin yung pagtitrace or pambabakat. So, let's switch to other layer para yung kulay niya makita natin. BO for boundary. Pick points. I'll click here. Enter. Enter to repeat your previous command, which is boundary. You click pick points again. Click inside. Enter. Enter to repeat. Pick points. Click. Enter. And enter. Pick points. And click inside. Enter. The boundary command will not be possible if meron parts nung kine-create mong area na open. Okay? Minsan kasi, hindi natin napansin, meron na pala tayong hindi nakiklik na maayos. Okay? So, once we're good, pwede nyo nang burahin to. Okay? And you can actually move things. Okay? But you have to select dito sa part na to, one by one. Bakit? Para pag nag-move kayo, yung mga ginamit nyo lang arc segments, hindi na sila masama. Kasi pag nag-extrude pa tayo, pwede makadagdag pa sa nililinis natin. Anyway, parang cooking show lang yan. This is now the finished product. Okay, everything is, yan nga, they are of closed boundary areas. Okay, so let's quick save muna. Let's go with your 3D file. This is now our 3D file. So let's, unahin na muna natin itong pinaka-drywall natin. Kung drywall siya, medyo manipis lang. Okay. Anyway, I did 3P pala. Sorry, 3P. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and C to close. Ito siya. Asan? Yun. So, I have to erase the other objects kasi iba yung nasa-select. Anyway, I have this one. Sorry. I better be moving it pakanan na lang. I'll delete this. Sorry. Dito natin 3P. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and C to close. Let's erase that. M, enter. Lagay ko na lang siya dito. Okay? Tapos, we can extrude that one probably at 0.075 if it's a dry wall. Okay? So, pwede na yun. Okay? Manipis lang naman. And then next will be the metal sheet. I'll erase that one. This one also. And type 3P. 1, 2, 3, 4, and C to close. Okay? So we're going to extrude this and this one. So EXT enter, select this, and select your boundary objects. Okay? So enter. And that's 0.0625 or 63. Enter. Okay? So ayan na. Pareho na silang in-extrude. Okay? So this part hindi siya na-extrude, I suppose. Anyway, let's type SU enter. Let's select this one, enter. We'll pick from here para ma-select po yung mga extruded boundaries natin. Then press enter. Okay. I wonder bakit hindi ito. EXT, select, enter. Okay. I wonder why. But anyway, I think I just have them that way. I'm okay with that. Maganda pa rin naman yung kinalabasan niya. Okay? So, I'll be moving this one. Or sorry, sige, later na lang. Unahin na natin, or gawin na rin natin yung pinakamuldura niya. So, 3P ulit po. This is 1, 2, 3, and 4. Okay. So, ito siya. Yan. And then, type 3P ulit. 1, 2, this is 0.025. Manipis lang, an inch. 0.1, enter, and stop here. And then, EXT, enter, select this, enter. Pwede siyang sweep, pwede rin siyang extrude, path. Okay, path, select this. Yan, di siya nasa-select. Let's try that one. Yun, okay. Pero anuhin na natin. Sige, I have to move this one na. Punta na tayo sa 2D wireframe. M, select this, enter. I'll click on the midpoint and sa midpoint. Yan. Okay? Then, just the corners na lang or the molding. EXT, enter. I have to move that kasi hindi na sa select to. Okay? I hope you get the idea. EXT, select, enter. Let's use path. Though this can also be done in sweep, but I am giving you the other options. Okay? So, select. There you go. Aha. I'll just be deleting this, enter, and probably I'll just move this papunta doon. M, select, enter. I'll be picking on this point here, and dito ko siya lagay. Click. There you go. VS, R. I'll select this one, and close the XREF. and launch my materials. Mat, enter. Select this part and I can just simply recycle from my used swatches or materials. Let's say turquoise. Okay? Or anything that's blue-green since it's summer. Select this one. Just look for yan, width. So you can have your own color scheme. Okay, I'm not limiting you to this. Select this part, home, Autodesk library, metallic paint. Okay, what do you prefer? So maybe I'll try selecting this one. Yan. Okay, close this one, and that's Control S. Make sure your ortho is on. We're going to copy this CO. Select, enter. Can select the camera somewhere here. Click, enter, select, right click. Huwag kayong mag right click dito. Okay? Pag sinelect nyo siya, you right click here. Baka kasi lumalabas. So set camera view. There you go. I think my background is turned off. Background, enter. Okay, nakanan. So I'll be selecting sun and sky. Under sun and sky, yan, meron siyang on. You can actually off. Yes, meron on and off pati yung status ni sun. Intensity, you can always adjust this. You can have it a little dimmer or brighter. Pwedeng gusto nyo lagay yung 20, it's possible. Color if you want it red, but I think it's not editable. Okay. Properties, meron pa siya dyan. But I don't usually alter this. So, yan lang po. Okay, for sun and sky, I just have to click OK. Then, RP ref for the render settings. Okay, currently I have a settings na high, but you can always check of what is compatible to your unit. Okay, kung kaya niya mag-overnight or lunch quality, mas maganda. But, wag naman po to the point na masisira yung mga laptops ninyo because computers, desktop, laptops, they are very useful, so make sure you don't exhaust them. Okay? And then, for the render size, usually kasi pag nagre-render tayo, nakapa-landscape yan. But since these are patayo, our partition models are patayo, I actually have used this option. More output settings. Okay, I have changed. Yung X niya is 750, yung height niya is 11. You can always modify this to a higher image size, kaya lang it will take you more time. Okay? So, as long as napakita nyo naman po na maayos, I'm good with that. Anyway, I'll just save this one and diretso na ako render. Okay? So, I will no longer be showing that to this part. I'll just have to quick save. For the finished product or the one that you will be submitting, eto po yan. Okay? So, you are required to submit 2 minimum designs. If you wish to have 3, 4, 5, I really encourage you. Okay? And of course, I will be giving extra credits. Okay? So, for the left part, I use 1:20. This is long band. Tapos, in-xref ko na lang po ito. Okay? I also have uploaded this, living room partitions, more designs. If na-estudyante ko kayo sa Arcad 312, you can recycle our old activities from that subject. Okay? And anyway, that's it. Just turn them on. Classwork submittal due date is already set. Thank you so much.